In a notable development indicating a significant change in global geopolitics, the BRICS nations have declared their intention to introduce a new currency backed by gold. This move represents an alternative to the US dollar, which relies on credit-based systems. The decision was made just 1 month prior to the 15th BRICS summit in Johannesburg and has garnered interest from many countries eager to become part of this influential group. India stands out as the only nation not expressing enthusiasm for the proposed launch of a new currency. The country's stance on this issue has been unequivocal, as articulated by Dr. S. Jaishankar, the External Affairs Minister. During a media briefing, he made it clear that India has no intention of introducing a BRICS currency and underscored that currencies will remain a matter of national concern in the foreseeable future.
There is no idea of a BRICS currency, if I understood your point rightly, that currencies, to my mind, will remain very much a national issue.
Instead of pursuing a new currency, India's foremost objective is to strengthen its own national currency, the rupee, emphasizing its significance for the Indian government. Dr. S. Jaishankar stated, "Regarding the topics for discussion at the BRICS meeting, we will have to wait and see because there are various other issues at hand, but the notion of a BRICS currency is not on the table." Over the years, countries from the global south have actively pursued strategies to reduce their dependence on the US dollar, with the goal of mitigating their vulnerability to fluctuations in a single currency. According to Karen Costa Vasquez, who is a professor, assistant dean, and executive director of the Center for African, Latin American, and Caribbean Studies at O.P. Jindal Global University, this movement gained momentum particularly when Western sanctions were imposed on Russia following its involvement in Ukraine. These sanctions prompted nations to explore alternative avenues for achieving financial stability. Ms. Vasquez points out that although the introduction of a new BRICS currency is fraught with considerable obstacles, these discussions illustrate the bloc's dedication to examining novel ideas and promoting effective policy coordination with the goal of reshaping global dynamics. In her view, this move indicates that the BRICS nations are actively involved in reforming the international financial system, with the aim of attaining more autonomy and influence in the process. The BRICS nations' choice to anchor their currencies with gold represents a departure from the credit-based foundation of the US dollar. Gold, a historically recognized symbol of wealth and a reliable store of value, is expected to offer a tangible and stable backing for this new currency. This move has the potential to foster trust and confidence in the emerging financial system. The decision to introduce a gold-backed currency carries significant implications for global financial markets and the distribution of power. As more countries express interest in joining the BRICS alliance, the established influence of Western powers may encounter a formidable challenge. This development signifies a shift towards multipolarity, where the unquestioned dominance of a single currency is being called into question. It underscores the rising prominence of the BRICS nations and their currency initiative as part of a broader trend in the international arena. On the other side, Ms. Vasquez, the journey towards a gold-backed currency is not devoid of challenges. Creating a new currency necessitates substantial coordination, the development of infrastructure, and the cultivation of trust among the participating countries. It entails meticulous deliberation regarding aspects such as monetary policy, economic stability, and international trade. Successfully realizing their vision will require the BRICS nations to adeptly navigate these intricate complexities. With that, let's see what did the experts say. Ms. Vasquez highlights that the groundwork for these initiatives has already been laid. In 2010, the BRICS Interbank Cooperation Mechanism was established to facilitate cross-border payments among BRICS banks using their local currencies. Additionally, the BRICS nations have been actively working on creating a BRICS payment system, which would allow transactions within the BRICS group without the need for currency conversion into US dollars. Furthermore, discussions have revolved around the possibility of a BRICS cryptocurrency and aligning the development of central bank digital currencies to enhance currency interoperability and economic integration. With the growing interest from numerous countries in joining BRICS, there is a likelihood that the group will expand its efforts to reduce reliance on the US dollar and promote alternative currency solutions. So is a BRICS currency explosive for gold? In 1999, gold prices hit their lowest point when the Bank of England sold half of the UK's national gold reserves. At that time, the price of gold dropped to $252.50 per ounce because UK officials mistakenly believed that gold had lost its value as a precious asset. Interestingly, London, which is a major center for international gold trading, sent a negative message about gold's future by selling off its gold holdings. However, this decision didn't influence many other countries, and gold prices started to rise significantly over the next 25 years, hitting a record $2,072 per ounce in 2022 and 2023, which was more than 8 times higher than the 1999 low. Now, changes in the global financial system could push gold prices even higher in the coming months and years. As you know, a group of nations is moving towards creating a currency that will incorporate gold, which could further boost the value and importance of gold in the global economy. When Russia invaded Ukraine, both the US and Europe imposed sanctions on Russia that severely impacted its economy. To stabilize its currency, the Russian central bank turned to gold as a temporary measure, which briefly boosted the exchange rate of the ruble against the US dollar. The currency relationship chart illustrates this shift, showing a drop to 0.007570 cents during the invasion in March 2022, and a subsequent 158% increase in June 2023. In March 2022, Russia's central bank made an announcement that it would buy gold at a fixed price of 5,000 rubles per gram from March 28 to June 30, 2022. This statement and the associated experiment had the effect of strengthening the ruble and could have been seen as a message from Moscow and its allies during the geopolitical turmoil. China and Russia are among the world's top gold-producing countries, and they have been steadily increasing their gold holdings in recent years by purchasing gold on the international market. Additionally, they have likely been boosting their reserves by tapping into their domestic gold production. In the context of a Brics currency, gold could serve as a valuable backing, making it an appealing alternative to the US fiat dollar, which derives its value solely from the trust and creditworthiness of the US government that issues it as legal tender. Recently, there has been a downgrade in the US credit rating from AAA to AA+ by Fitch Ratings. Any challenge to the dominance of the US dollar could lead to a decline in its global significance in the financial system. Furthermore, a gold-backed Brics currency could greatly elevate the role of gold and substantially increase its dollar price. We'll have to wait and see if the introduction of a Brics currency has an impact on US dollar gold prices. In the meantime, gold's importance in the financial system is on the rise. This is evident from central banks buying and holding of gold, which underscores gold's status as the ultimate form of currency and a reliable store of value. Unlike fiat money that governments can create at will, the global supply of gold is limited. Factors such as the U.S. national debt, inflation, and the potential emergence of a currency backed by gold could potentially drive the bull market in gold to even higher levels in the coming years. The introduction of a Brics currency is seen as a positive development for gold and assets related to gold. As we wrap up this discussion on the Brics currency and its potential impact on the world economy, let me know. What do you think the future holds for currencies like the US dollar and gold? How might these changes affect your financial decisions? If you found this video interesting and informative, consider subscribing to stay updated on global financial developments, and show your support by giving us a thumbs up.